So it's the courage to speak up and the confidence to know you'll be heard. So we're always asking, what are the interpersonal skills that are required in order to create an environment where everyone on your team feels like they have the courage to speak up and the confidence to know they'll be heard? And so those skills are often all about listening and showing curiosity and those sorts of things. Whereas I think a lot of people might think of communication skills as one-way communication, as in it's what is in my head needing to convey that to other people, right? Convey that to you and others. They think of communication in that way. And we see it as much more a two-way street. And we cannot forget about receiving information, and more specifically, it's about expressing understanding. So it's not that I necessarily agree with you, but I can demonstrate to you that I understand what you're saying. I understand the emotions perhaps with which that you're communicating to me. I get that you're frustrated, for example, or I get that you're really excited about this new project. Those are some of the communication skills that we're working on.
I think that's one of the big areas that a lot of people struggle with, is being able to demonstrate understanding even when you don't agree with what you're hearing, because oftentimes when you don't agree, things can become pretty contentious and combative or argumentative. And I think that really puts people in a position where they don't feel comfortable sharing their thoughts, sharing their ideas. So this idea of somebody being a strong communicator, it's not only that person that can get the information out there from, you know, maybe my head into your ears or your head, but really that they understand, they're listening, and they can demonstrate the understanding even in that environment where they may not be agreeing with them. That kind of capture what you're saying there around what it means to be a strong communicator?
Exactly. And I think often we'll use phrases such as, I get it, I understand what you're saying. That is not enough. It's not enough to just say, I get it. You need to paraphrase or repeat back to people what they're saying so that they now know that you get it, because it's not always enough to say, I get it. And often you say, I get it to placate the other person. It's like, yeah, I get it. Shut up. Stop talking. I don't want to hear you anymore is the, you know, if you could read between the lines, that's what you're thinking, right? Yeah. And the other person will receive that. They'll get that, even though you might not be saying it. The tone with which you say it, maybe the speed at which you say those words will signal to that other person, oh, they don't want to hear what I have to say.
I have a 10-year-old and a 13-year-old. I'm going to have to consciously say, okay, take that, I get it, out of my vocabulary, because I know I've used that with them before when they're just coming at me with so many different things. They want this, they need this, they got to do this, they want to go here. I'm like, I get it, dude. Just give me a second, you know?